Okay, welcome back everyone. I'm the Gray Hair Gamer, your host, and today we're back in the savage lands of Conan Exiles. This is our Exiled Lands tutorial, new player guide, review, uh, building showcase, all rolled into one. And today we're going to step things up a notch. But before we do that, I'd like to say welcome to everyone. New viewers, returning viewers. If you are a returning viewer, we truly appreciate you. If you like any of the content you see here, you like any of the videos, please give a thumbs up, a like, consider following or subscribing. I am on Twitch as well as YouTube. Both channel names are the same, the Gray Haired Gamer. Gray_haired_gamer. So if there's any of the past episodes you wanna see and get caught up on, they will be available on one of those two places. Again, Twitch or YouTube. Okay, now let's get on to stepping things up a bit. Now we chose this game as a single player game. We are running a separate stream featuring the new expansion, the Isle of Sipta, and on that game, on that stream, we're also doing an official multiplayer server. This game, we're single player, and this allows us some unique opportunities over the multiplayer. We're going to learn how to, not specifically cheat, but how to modify the game. We've gone over quite a few episodes already and shown you all the basics. Now we're going to step things up a little bit. If we go in on our main menu here, you'll see we have our settings. Now this includes more than what you think. You have your standard video, audio, gameplay settings, the controls, but the one we want is right here, the server settings. Now even though we are playing a single player, this is still considered a server. And you'll see there on the left hand side, general, progression, day-night cycle, survival, combat, harvesting. Those are all the game settings. Okay, and you can go in and change those. But first, before you can do that, you have to make yourself an admin. Now you can put in a server password, admin password, but if you're playing alone, you don't really need to. Okay, admin rights granted. Okay, now we can go down through here and you can see this is our XP progression, our XP rate multiplier, time multiplier, kill multiplier. These are all set at 1. These are default settings, but we can go in there and allow the game to give us a lot more experience with this. Every time you harvest, you can get double, triple, quadruple the experience points for it. Likewise with the day and night cycle, stamina, cost, player thirst, hunger. You can change a lot of things, even how much damage you do, how much damage is done to you, harvesting. You can really change a lot of things in here. What I do, and everybody has to do their own thing, but I like to go and modify a few things to take out some of the humdrum pain in the butt parts of the game without spoiling the challenge.
Because that is a huge pain in the ass, and if you get caught out in it without a very expensive gas mask, then you will die probably. And we will make this partially nude, PG-13. Okay, so there's what I like to do to try and reduce a lot of the tedium while still keeping all the challenge of the exiled lands. So now part 2 of that is, now that we made ourselves an admin, we can use the admin panel, and this will let us do a lot of things. We can boost our encumbrance permanently. We can set our health to minimum or maximum. Basically, max health is instant heal. We can give ourselves feat points. We can add levels. We can set our level. No, I don't normally mess with these walk. You can fly. You can cloak yourself, but you can still take damage. You can be invisible, which is basically the same thing. You can be a demigod or a god. The difference being, when you're god in god mode and a monster swings at you, you don't show any effect. It does not hurt you, obviously you're god, but you also do not react. With demigod, and an opponent hits you, you again do not take damage, but you can be knocked down, you can be staggered, etc., as if you were in your normal state. You can set no sprint cost, where this takes your stamina cost of everything, running, attacking, climbing, and makes it 0. So this is where I said before, I did not adjust the stamina cost in the game settings because I could do it right here. Boom. Now I can do everything and I will not run out of stamina. The no building cost is we can't get to that. Why can't we get to that? We have a hunger and thirst section. We can turn off eating and drinking. We can set, we can add or subtract
food and water levels. And a lot of times when I'm building and exploring, I will turn these off. And then down here we have our day and night cycle controls. Again, this is another one that I said I don't change the settings in the server because I can go right here and set it for evening, noon, or dawn. And what I will do is set it for noon and then come right down here and freeze the time. So now it will always stay noon. So we don't have to worry about it getting dark all the time and being out in the middle of nowhere. We will be able to see what's going on a lot better. Okay, now the middle part of our admin panel is for NPCs and players. We can go here to spawn NPCs, and there are a huge number of NPCs in the game. Okay, all the way from blacksmiths, all your fighters, dancers, shaman, witch doctors, everything is in here. And we can search through it, or we can just scan through it. And if we click on one of these, it will summon that NPC in front of us. Okay? If we do it just like this, it will be as if we came across them in the wild. They will usually be aggro and they will attack us. Now we can also click this little box. Okay? And now when we click one of these, it will appear in our inventory as a broken thrall. So you can get free thralls. Now obviously here you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 after their names. That's the quality. If you want basically like a named fighter or named like here Taskmaster, we want to take the 4. There we have alchemists, archers, everything. Okay, and then there's also a button where you can kill all the spawned NPCs. Now let's take a look at the player list. There's just myself. We can ban players and whatnot. Then on the right we have all our items. We have categories, resources, and you can see underneath that stone, bark, wood, dragon horn. You have your gear, which is all your armor, weapons, tools, animal, like you see we have the saddles there, everything like that. You have an entire section for building. That goes from foundations and floor and wall pieces to all the decorative signs. You can see figurines there. This will also include all our storage, our wooden boxes, cupboards, cabinets, things like that. And then you have other, which is a lot of different things. Food, drinks, healing wraps, all your animals. There you can see there's a lot of different food sources, language dictionaries, those are usually found as endgame content. A lot more different foods, drinks, wine, honey wine, more food. The part I want to get to is on down here. You can get animal companions, as well as your horse. Like there is your baby horses, and again, if you build the stables, put them in there. Here's your animal companion babies: egg sac, scorpion hatchling, elephant cub or calf, bear cub, baby hyenas, rhinos, etc. And if you don't want to have to hatch them, you can go on down the list here. Now here we have, there's more cubs, lion cubs, hatchlings, more food. Okay, now here we have tamed scorpion. Now if we take that, that will appear in our inventory, like we just took it from the animal pen. Tamed lion. Now if we would, this one, like crocodile, does not say tamed, or rhino, it does not say tamed, and we put that, we select that, it will summon that out in front of us and probably attack us. And then here you have your greater versions of the animal companions: greater saber-tooth, greater wolf, greater crocodile, greater rhino, sand reaper queen, greater feral dogs. These are all the animals from Isle of Sipta. Quite a lot of animals. These are the named greater dog animal companions from the Isle of Sipta. Here's, you get there on your potions. More animal companions, allies, weapon schematics, which are end-game content. You can see the list is huge. Now you can go crazy and get yourself awesome armor, awesome weapons, everything like that, but I found it does take a lot of the challenge out of the game. So I limit myself to, again, we want to reduce the mundane, the boring aspects. So I allow myself to get basic materials. Now if I select and pick one, I get one. If I hold down left trigger, I get an entire stack, which for stone is 1,000. And I will also take some wood. I will take a stack of ironstone. And let's see, we probably want to get some coal and hides. There's coal. Just to cut down all the running around and mining, swinging that pickaxe around for basic things. Now you can get yourself a lot of the rare items in here, but I try to keep myself to the basics. And there we can take hides, we can take hyena pelt. That stack is 500. We'll take one more of those. And that should be pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dump some of this off, and we're going to put these to use. Another reason why I get the raw materials like that is because when I build things, I still get the experience for them. Okay. So let's dump some of this stuff off here. We're going to come back and use that in a bit. And we will start this big old stack of... Now we can remove our wood from that. We're still going to go see where the coal is found. Don't worry about that. We can get that started. We have our tanner's bench. We will take, we'll split that stack and get some hides working. And there is one here for hyena pelts. Now I don't want to use up all these because I'm going to show you a really cool place to get a secret set of armor soon. So you want to stay where you're at and keep paying attention, because we're going to start showing you some of the secrets there in a bit. Now we're still heavily over encumbered. We did complete one more piece of armor since the last episode. Oh yeah, this is like looking more and more like Mad Max. Not, to me, not Conan Exiles, so I think we'll be changing that, that setup soon. But we're going to make some building pieces and finish up the front wall, at least, of our base. Let's go in here. Let's make sure we have a free spot in our quick slot. And you can see now we can make quite a lot of building pieces now that we don't have to spend 3 hours harvesting stone and wood. And we still are over encumbered, which is a minor nuisance, but it's not. We're not really running all over the place, and you will burn through these resources very quickly. Okay, so let's take a look here and see how much further out we want to come. We want to try and secure as large of an area as we can. And we're going to clear this out of the way. And then, like I said before, once we build here, these resources should not respawn. So we won't have to worry about coming back and finding a huge rock popped up in the middle of our wall. Okay, oh, we were standing in the way. Okay, now if we look back here, this way, that gives us a fairly large area there. We can push it and go a couple more. Yeah, I think we will do that. Go just a few more here. Out to this corner. There we go. Again, we want to lay out our floor plan first. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use all the rest of those. We'll harvest these things up along the way. And we're harvesting these basically just so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so that's good enough for right now. We'll go ahead and lay out our second row. And don't worry, we're not going to spend this whole episode building. We just wanted to show how we can reduce the tedious part of the game with the constant harvesting. Okay, looks like we got an extra piece there. Oh no, I'm sorry, those are going to be our archer emplacements. We'll go ahead and we'll finish that off there as well. Climb up here and we need 3 for each side. So that's 6 triangular foundations. There they are. And we don't have any stone. We don't have enough stone. Drop that, drop that, drop that. Now we can jump right back into our admin panel. Go right over here to the first category. Boom. 1,000 more stone. Now we can build quite a few. We'll build 10. See, we gained a level. That's one advantage you get by just getting raw materials. You get the experience when you build the pieces. If you would just go directly into the building materials and just spawn in just building materials, you would lose that experience. Okay, so now we got quite a bit of wall set up. We're ready to put fence up here. We will want to put some stairs here eventually when it comes time to put archers up there. But to illustrate what we were talking about, making our life simpler, I think we've accomplished that. Not enough space in inventory. And we can take that, we can take that, take that. We're actually going to drop these for now since we turned off our eating. Drop this. Okay, we can drop this broken torch, and now we have some room. Okay, now we were talking about this armor, and it just does not jibe with my sensibilities. We're going to change that, and we're going to show you some of the secret content. Now, to survive here, we are going to actually cheat a little bit and give ourselves a weapon. And we can search up here. We'll type in iron, because that's technically what we can make right now. So we don't want to give ourselves an overpowered weapon just because it takes out all the fun of the game. But we are going to get, where is it? We're going to get us an iron shield. And where's the iron short sword? There it is. Now these are weapons that we would normally be able to already make. Okay, apologies for that. I have a little bit of a loose connection in my controller. So it's not truly cheating if we can already make it. We're just taking out the, again, the tedium. Because I want to show you a few things. Okay, now if we look at our map, we can see center on the player. We can see we're here at this big tree right above this lake. Now, we have gone up and down this hillside quite a few times for this little bit of iron right here. So now that we have a little bit of armor and decent weapons, we can show you all the rest of this area here to harvest iron, and down here coal as well. Up here is both coal and iron, but we also want to show you one of the secret armors in the game, which is a lot cooler than this one, and we are going to use that same path, but we need to go a lot further. We need to go up in here as well, and we'll show you the full path to get up to that. So now since we have daylight frozen, we don't have to worry about it getting dark. And we don't have to worry about running out of stamina. Now we can go out and do some exploring. So again, we want to roll up this hillside. And if I remember correctly, there also is a little bit of coal up in here. Up there. But you have to fight these two guys to get to it. So that's not the point of our mission right now, to fight. It's to go find something cool and secret. So we're just going to run away from him, and we don't have to worry about our stamina running out. Okay, and there, oh, he's still coming. There is our unguarded iron that we were getting before, and you can see there's quite a few more of these creatures out along here. But there is more iron hidden there. There is more iron here. This is all along the same cliff face. There is also an NPC camp hidden up over that ramp. There's a lot more iron right there. We would just have to kill all of those rock monsters. Continuing straight out, you can see there's all our coal here. Now here's this large temple complex. And these guys are still chasing me. This large temple complex. We do not want to get too close because we will aggro these guys and they will come try to kill us as well. But there is where we find our rare witch doctor NPC. They are still chasing me. Okay, so we're going to follow this up over to this desert. There you can see there's more coal here, more coal there. On top of this little ledge is more iron and coal. There's another NPC camp to the north. Okay, did everything quit chasing us? Yes, okay, now we'll take a look at our map. You can see we're up here now in this area. Now when we come to the top of this hill we covered before, there's an NPC camp here. There's this large NPC temple here. And then this would be the third NPC camp here. We are going to be going over in this area to yet another NPC camp to learn a secret recipe or a secret armor. Now this up here, this landmark is, I believe it's called the Pit, and it is a large underground, used to be arena, like Roman Colosseum type deal, the sinkhole. Now we can jump in right there, but we would be risking our lives. So right now we're just going to use that as a landmark. Oh, mummified hyenas. So we're going to run away from you as well. There's a little more coal. A little more coal there. We want to follow this edge, this cliff, all the way up to up here. Okay, let's zoom in. You can see we're coming through this pass right here. Now we're getting very, very close. We are going to have to do some fighting when we get up here to this camp. But hopefully we'll be able to pull them out one at a time and beat the shit out of them. Now you can see you kind of have two roadways here. There's this pathway going up, and one going down. I've seen a lot of people building down in this little valley here, building some pretty large complexes too, but we want to go up. Now we're going to be on the lookout because there will be NPCs up here that will want to do us in. Alright, there's one of them. So now we have to fight. You can see that that's a named fighter.
Watch your flanks. Me and me mates are thick as thieves.
Kicking the crap out of me. Okay. You want to be like that. Okay, so they want to play hardball. We'll play a little bit of hardball with them too. And this is just for wrong button. Just to be able to show everyone what the secret armor is. Okay, we're going to heal up, and we're going to make ourselves a demigod, meaning we will not die anymore. We will still get knocked around a bit, as if we were normal, but we're not. Another thing we can do here now that we are an admin is we can take our map, and we know that we came up here, there's the sinkhole, and there's where we died. We can teleport by hitting Y. We don't have to run all the way back there. Now we should have a little bit of a different experience getting into this this NPC camp. Yep, there's the corpse. There's where we died. And where he knocked us. He knocked us clear down off the edge. You can see we're still reacting as if we were normal, but we're not taking any damage. That's the demigod. If we were full god, then we would not stagger or anything. So we'll take his things. And here we start into the Scoundrel's Gateway. And there are more people here. There's this one. We want to just kill these guys.
Watch your flanks. Me and my mates are thick as thieves. Last night the soul was all I wanted.
And let's see what kind of loot they drop as well. Mostly normal things. There's a dye pack. Let us customize the look of our armor. This is mostly normal things here. There's a little potion. And this looks like rhino hide. So we'll take that. And then we'll move. If I remember right there. No box. Okay, no storage box. Now we want to move on up into the camp as well. There's a chunk of nice little deposit of iron.
Hands or I can see them, matey.
Yeah, we'll show you hands. Oh, now these guys with the pikes, they can be... They can be troublesome. But being demigod, we know we're not going to probe. See, they have that reach with that pike. Oh, it's a tough weapon. That's why a lot of people will use that in PvP settings. We'll just take their things. Okay, one more. And these, I believe, are the mostly level 1, level 2 thralls. So if we wanted to, we could knock these guys out, build a Wheel of Pain, throw them on there, and get some thralls out of the deal. But that's not our mission right now. Our main mission is to come up here. And where is it? Here we go. Over here. By these cages. You'll see this wooden stake. Why am I hearing the doom music? Oh, someone's shooting at me. Oh, this guy. Okay, let's kill him quick. Okay. Now, before we were so rudely interrupted by arrows, next to these cages we have this stand with this cool looking helmet on it. And if we get close, there you can see, press X to interact. This is what we came here for. New feats, hyena fur armor and a hyena fur epic. This will allow us to create a I think very cool looking medium armor set. It's definitely a lot cooler looking than this garbage that we're wearing. And that was what we came for. Now the rest we can just loot out here a little bit. It's not really anything that we need. In fact, we're going to drop some things that we don't need. Okay, and we will head back to our base. And I will run out as to show you the path one more time to get here, but this will be in reverse. Down the switchbacks, and a fall from these cliffs will kill you. We want to follow this along up towards that little gap in the rocks up there. Yeah, and we look at the map, you can see we're right here is the encampment, and we're coming back here. There is the sinkhole. And we're going to go back to our base and craft us up a cool looking set of armor. Now there is another camp. It is not an NPC camp, not a thrall camp, but it is a camp of undead skeletons, and here they come. They are very good XP, but not when you're low level. Not until you have good armor and weapons. Okay, so there's the sinkhole again. There is one of the obelisks there. There's I think 7 or 8 obelisks. I don't really use them that much. Obelisks scattered around the map. There's that NPC camp. And you have to go and touch them, find them, walk up to them and touch them to activate them. But when you get to end game, you will be able to construct a giant map and use those obelisks that you discovered as teleporting points, that you'll be able to teleport from wherever you built the map to one of those obelisks anywhere in the world. But for me, building the map, even learning how to build the map, is more endgame content. You have to go deep in the Forgotten City and face down a couple bosses. And it is wildly expensive to build the map. So for single player, I normally don't mess with it. I already have now, by unlocking the admin functions, we have the teleport ability, so it kind of makes the map room redundant. And then there we are, right back to our base. And you can see here how much our front facade has changed. And we're going to change a bit more yet. We're going to be adding fencing all the way along, because again, that keeps people from climbing up our walls and damages them. And we're going to fill in some more defensive positions. We have the beginnings of a nice courtyard, to where we'll be able to build quite a few things inside there. Now, if we go to our bench, our armor bench, now you can see we have a hyena skull helmet, hyena fur boots, chest piece, gloves, and leg wraps. The main ingredients of them being actual hyena pelt, and looks like bone, which we do not have any of that. So we will jump in. That is a basic resource. In fact, we can see it right here. Bone. And we are over encumbered, but that's okay because we're going to dump these off in here. Okay, let's get our hyena pelt that we spawned in before. There and there. And we need leather to make the medium. There we go. And now you can see why I will usually increase my encumbrance when I'm in single player as well. Okay, let's take that. Let's take that, take that. Now we'll put this. let's... Come on, hurry up, make that leather. We'll go ahead and spawn us in some leather. Now instead of looking all the way through the list, we'll use our search. There we go, leather. And we don't want to have a huge stack, so we'll just spawn in 20 or 30. So we can get started on this. Now we will need the medium padding, just like we did with our other set. There it is. Craft 4. Okay, we need more twine. And there we can craft one more, which will be for our whole set. Now we can start crafting the individual pieces. You can see this is medium armor. Chest piece is valued at 67. The boots at 19. The helmet at 38. So it has basically the same armor values as the stock medium armor, but just looks a lot cooler. Okay, and there we have the whole set starting. Got the helmet done already. There's the boots. And one more piece, and we'll be done. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's showing 0 armor because we are in the demigod mode. We're going to go back in our admin panel and turn that off. Again, why is it showing me at a 0 armor? Oh, it's just a glitch. Okay, so the set we had 134 medium armor. Now if we start changing this over, you can see that this jackal hide is a bit stronger. Now we're at 191, and we look just a lot more badass to be in the Conan world. Again, this is the hyena fur. It is a secret armor set made by raiding the Scoundrel's Gateway, located here on the map. And just like I said, looks badass. And now we'll be able to take, in the future, some dye, different colors. There are different recipes to make different colors and dye this armor and really customize it. I've done it before and did it all white. It looked really awesome. You can do parts in black, grays, blues, reds. Really cool. So at this point, I think we're going to wrap up this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Enjoyed it. Hope this was a secret content, this armor that you didn't know about. I hope we expanded your knowledge. Again, I am your host, the Gray-Haired Gamer, and if you liked the video, if you found it helpful at all, please consider giving a thumbs up, a like, following, and you can check us out pretty much about every day on Twitch and on YouTube. Both channels listed as Gray-Haired Gamer. Again, I am Gray. I would like to thank you all for coming, and keep on thriving, surviving, dominating in that world of Conan Exiles. Until next time, take care, friends.